Turn 10 Studios, the developer behind the Forza Motorsport series, has reportedly been significantly impacted by recent layoffs at Microsoft, leading to the effective winding down of the sim racing franchise. According to former employees, including Fred Russell, a former content coordinator, the Forza Motorsport team is no more, with remaining staff now focused on supporting the Forza Horizon series. This marks a notable shift for Turn 10 Studios, which has been a key part of Microsoft's gaming portfolio since the original Forza Motorsport debuted in 2005, competing directly with Sony's Gran Turismo. The Forza Motorsport series, known for its realistic racing simulation, has seen its popularity decline as the Forza Horizon series, developed by Playground Games, has gained traction with its open-world, arcade-style racing experience. Since its first release in 2012, Forza Horizon has released 4 successful sequels and has overshadowed its sim racing counterpart. The latest Forza Motorsport release in 2023, intended as a reboot, received mixed reviews, which may have influenced the decision to pivot towards the Horizon series. This transition underscores the evolving strategies within Microsoft's gaming division, adapting to player preferences and market trends that favor the expansive and dynamic experiences offered by Horizon. With the next Forza title, expected in 2026, it appears that the focus will remain on expanding the Horizon universe, leaving the legacy of Forza Motorsport as a cherished memory for its dedicated fanbase.
Core gaming news. The gaming landscape of 2025 is being shaped by several standout releases, each bringing unique experiences to players. Among the notable titles is Death Stranding 2 On the Beach for PlayStation 5, crafted by renowned game director Hideo Kojima. This sequel builds on the original's concept of a desolate hiking adventure by adding more action elements, such as battles with robo-samurais and massive mechs. Relocated to the vast terrains of Australia, players once again step into the shoes of Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, as he endeavors to connect the country to the internet. The game is praised for its timely exploration of themes such as digital isolation and technological advancement, resonating with contemporary societal issues. Impact, significance asterisk. Another major release, Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch 2, reinvigorates the beloved kart racing series with innovative gameplay mechanics. The introduction of wall riding and rail grinding adds a new layer of strategy and skill, reminiscent of classic skateboarding games. An open-world mode filled with challenges further enhances the game's appeal. These updates, along with the ability to play as an adorable cow character, are set to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers, solidifying the game's place in the franchise's storied history. Additionally, games like 2AT, Disbanded, and Skin Deep highlight the industry's growing diversity, offering players unique narratives and gameplay experiences that challenge traditional gaming conventions. These titles, alongside Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which has already sold over 3 million copies, demonstrate the industry's shift towards more varied and culturally resonant content.
ZeniMax Online Studios, known for The Elder Scrolls Online, has reportedly shelved its ambitious project, Blackbird, a high-flying sci-fi noir shooter. The game, which had been in development since 2018, promised a dynamic combination of aerial maneuvers and shooting, reminiscent of titles like Spider-Man and Destiny. Despite positive reception from Xbox executives, including Phil Spencer and Matt Booty, the project was abandoned amidst significant layoffs at Microsoft, the parent company. This decision is part of broader cost-cutting measures, even as Microsoft reported substantial profits in the last financial quarter. The cancellation of Blackbird is significant, as it was envisioned as a potential new franchise to complement the ongoing success of Elder Scrolls Online, which has generated $2 billion in revenue by 2024. The development team had grown to 300 members, highlighting the scale and ambition of the project. However, the challenges of developing new engine technology alongside the game, coupled with the competitive and costly nature of live service games, likely influenced the decision to halt the project. The news has left many employees facing uncertainty, with negotiations over severance packages underway between Microsoft and the union representing the affected staff.
In a surprising twist for Nintendo enthusiasts, it has been revealed that the dock for the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 does indeed support variable refresh rate, VRR. a feature that enhances gaming visuals by reducing screen tearing and stuttering. However, the catch is that this capability does not currently extend to the Switch 2 console itself. This discovery was made by Sean Hollister from The Verge, who, inspired by the Steam Deck subreddit, managed to activate VRR by connecting a Steam Deck to the Switch 2 dock using a USB-C extension cable. This setup allowed the Steam Deck to output games in 4K and 120 FPS, showcasing the dock's potential. The revelation raises questions about Nintendo's plans for VRR support on the Switch 2. While the dock's capability is confirmed, Nintendo has yet to enable this feature for the console, possibly indicating further testing or a future firmware update. This development highlights the ongoing interest and demand for enhanced visual features in gaming consoles, especially as competitors continue to push for higher performance standards. The gaming community is eager to see whether Nintendo will eventually unlock this feature for the Switch 2, aligning with industry trends and player expectations for smoother and more immersive gaming experiences.
Nintendo's latest release, Mario Kart World, has sparked a heated debate among gamers regarding its $80 price tag, marking it as Nintendo's first game to reach this price point. Launched alongside the Nintendo Switch 2, the game has been scrutinized for its value proposition. Critics argue that Mario Kart World doesn't significantly deviate from its predecessors, offering limited new features and online options. The main menu remains unchanged, and players are restricted in how they can engage with others online, which has led to dissatisfaction among some fans who feel the game lacks innovation. Conversely, supporters highlight the game's enhanced visuals and the introduction of new modes such as Free Roam and Knockout Tour, which add depth and variety to the classic racing formula. These features, combined with a plethora of new racers and missions, offer a fresh experience for those willing to explore them. The debate over the game's pricing underscores a broader conversation about the value of video games in an era where development costs are rising and consumer expectations are evolving. As players weigh in with their experiences, the discussion continues to shape perceptions of Nintendo's pricing strategy and the future of premium gaming content on the Switch 2 platform.
Capcom has unveiled a new addition to the Resident Evil franchise, but this time with a twist. It's a real-time strategy, RTS game titled Resident Evil Survival Unit. This announcement is part of a broader year of Resident Evil news, following the revelation of Resident Evil Requiem, scheduled for release in early 2026. Resident Evil Survival Unit marks a departure from the series' traditional survival horror roots, venturing into the strategy genre and targeting mobile platforms, specifically Android and iOS devices. The game is being co-developed by Aniplex Inc. and Joycity Corporation, known for titles like Gunship Battle, in collaboration with Capcom to maintain the authenticity and quality that fans expect. The decision to launch on mobile devices allows players to engage with the Resident Evil universe on the go, though it does mean the absence of a PC or console version. The game is expected to feature elements related to the infamous Umbrella Corporation, a staple in the Resident Evil lore. A showcase is scheduled for July 10th, where fans can anticipate a first look at gameplay in a trailer. This strategic pivot aims to attract both longtime fans and newcomers, expanding the franchise's reach and offering a fresh experience within the Resident Evil universe.
Quantum Witch, a newly released indie game on Steam, is captivating players with its unique blend of cottagecore aesthetics, mystery, and queer representation. Developed by solo creator Nikki J, this 2D platformer combines elements of platforming and exploration, drawing players into the enchanting world of Huss, an all-woman town populated by witches. Players take on the role of Ren, a married lesbian witch, as she navigates the quaint yet mysterious village, uncovering secrets and interacting with its diverse inhabitants. The game is notable for its nostalgic pixel art style reminiscent of classic SNES games, while also offering a modern narrative that explores themes of love, sisterhood, and enigmatic deities. The game's significance lies in its fresh approach to storytelling within the indie gaming scene, especially with its focus on queer narratives and character relationships. Quantum Witch not only provides a visually appealing experience, but also challenges players to explore deeper themes of identity and community. The presence of quirky characters and unusual cults adds layers of intrigue, keeping players engaged as they unravel the mysteries of Huss. With its release coinciding with the conclusion of Pride Month, Quantum Witch stands out as a celebration of queer culture, offering a magical escape that resonates with players seeking representation and originality in gaming.
Helldivers 2, developed by Arrowhead Game Studios, is making waves in the gaming community with its upcoming release on Xbox Series X, originally a PlayStation-published title. The game has surprised many by expanding its platform availability to Microsoft's consoles. However, despite this expansion, Arrowhead has confirmed there are no plans for Helldivers 2 to be added to Xbox Game Pass, a subscription service that often includes many third-party and first-party games on their release day. This decision has sparked discussions among gamers, as many anticipated its inclusion in the Game Pass library. The multiplayer shooter, which has already garnered praise since its release on PC and PS5 in early 2024, is expected to perform well on Xbox, although its absence from Game Pass might affect initial sales. The game is priced at £34.99 for the Standard Edition and £51.99 for the Super Citizen package, making it more accessible than some premium titles like The Outer Worlds. Additionally, Arrowhead has stated that there are currently no plans to implement cross-progression, a feature that allows players to continue their progress across different platforms. This decision comes despite previous considerations to include such functionality, leaving some fans disappointed. Overall, the release of Helldivers 2 on Xbox marks a significant step for the game, setting the stage for its reception on a new platform.
Zenless Zone Zero, the sci-fi RPG from HoYoverse, is celebrating its true first anniversary with the announcement of a significant update, 2.1, titled The Impending Crash of Waves. This follows a month-long celebration that included the game's release on Xbox and the launch of the major 2.0 update. The new update, set to be released on July 16th, introduces a new story chapter featuring the Spook Shack faction and 2 new areas, Salem Bay and Fantasy Resort, enriching the game's narrative and providing fresh content for players to explore. The update also brings new characters, known as agents, to the game. Yukonami Yuzaha, an S-rank physical support agent, uses a unique companion to attack enemies, while Alice Timefield, another S-rank agent, specializes in fast swordplay. Additionally, the update will feature a new Bangbu, Miss Esme, and reruns of popular characters Void Hunter Miyabi and Yanagi. These additions are expected to enhance gameplay variety and provide new strategic options for players. The continuous updates reflect HoYoverse's commitment to expanding Zenless Zone Zero's universe, keeping the player base engaged with fresh content and evolving storylines.
Nintendo has announced that its Tokyo-based subsidiary, Nintendo Cube, is the developer behind the Nintendo Switch 2 launch title, Welcome Tour. Known for its work on mini-game collections such as the Mario Party series, Nintendo Cube, formerly ND Cube, has also developed games like Wii Party and Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Welcome Tour functions as an interactive instruction manual for the new console, but its necessity for additional peripherals like a camera and Switch 2 charging grip has drawn criticism. Fans argue that the game, despite its budget-friendly price, should have been included for free with the hardware. The reception of Welcome Tour has been lukewarm, with critiques focusing on its execution and the cumbersome requirement of additional hardware, such as a 4K TV, to fully experience the game. Described as a collection of tech demos and factoids, the game has faced scrutiny similar to Nintendo Cube's previous release, Everybody 1-2 Switch, which was poorly received. Despite these challenges, Welcome Tour remains a key part of the Switch 2's launch lineup, showcasing the console's capabilities. Looking ahead, Nintendo Cube is preparing for the release of Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Plus Jamboree TV, scheduled for July 24th. This upcoming title aims to capitalize on the new console's features, including mouse controls and optional camera use, but it remains to be seen if it can overcome the mixed reception of Welcome Tour.